On a day like today, many Americans celebrate with a feast: turkey, stuffing, oven cooked ham, potato salads, yams, pies, cakes, and so much more. Yum.
Ooh, November. Let's talk about it.
You're muted.
You can still hear me, right? I
Is
went
this
by.
one? I think you're probably too close.
I love you. Oh, cow. Hi, my loves.
Hola, chunky monkeys. Let's jump right into today's episode. In the present day, the Thanksgiving holiday isn't how it used to be in the past. Thanksgiving was conducted to give thanks for making it to America when Columbus arrived.
I'm not gonna lie. Some people get the meaning of, Thanksgiving, history, and all that all wrong. I feel like they do it all wrong. Like I remember at one point, when what was it? Years. I can't really pinpoint it. People tried to cancel Thanksgiving because of its history, but the meaning for me is a family gathering where you can get together with loved ones and be thankful for what you have, what you did, how far you've come within the year, where you can enjoy family and friends. And food. Don't forget the food.
The food.
Yeah, right? People love food. But yeah, I feel like it's more about being thankful for the year that you accomplished something and being with family.
Now, I'm not fully educated on the topic either, but, simply because school teaches you whatever they want to teach you. And we're learning that as we continue to get older, we're becoming more aware of a different point of view of how the holiday became. The amount of deaths that took place, the killing of Indians, well, actually the massacre, if we're going to be exact, and the ruling that took over. Now, I remember that Columbus came out to discover new land and attempt to escape what are they called? The king and queens from Europe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because they were being prosecuted as being Christians because Christianity was now starting to become banned. Literally, like they were taking the Bibles, throwing them in fire and everything like that. So I guess you can say it was just being illegal to be known as being a Christian. So they left in hopes of worshiping the one and only true God. So the United States was funded in being able to freely worship Yahweh, and later became the land of the free to be able to worship whoever it is that you believe in. There's more in the details and we could deep dive into that, but I don't think that's the direction that we're trying to take this particular episode. So how is it exactly that you feel about Thanksgiving? I know you gave your little rundown earlier, but how do you really feel about it?
Honestly, even though people hate it, it became a holiday for a reason. It's part of the United States history. We get a vacation from school, college, sometimes work, depending on your work of that day. It honestly, like, it's one holiday out of, the year. Like, you get off of your studies, you get off of work, you get off of, if work, especially if you have PTO, you can have like a whole week off. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so to hate this holiday or dislike it and try to take it out of the history books, like, wait until I die, please, because I don't want just one holiday.
She said wait until you die. Well, like, for me personally, I think it's more like how Columbus, like the holiday itself came about. And I think that's why they try to cancel it, because we're looking at it as though it was something positive. So it's like, I have mixed emotions regarding this particular holiday, if I'm going to be honest. I'm sad when I think about the deaths that took place in order for this holiday to come about. Literally, innocent people died, and we're not acknowledging it in that sense. But at the same time, I look forward to this particular day to seeing families, seeing dear friends who have become family over time. Like you feel like the love and the warmth, it's in the atmosphere. And I don't know if we mentally train ourselves to be that way, but it feels different. We're gathering together and we're sharing what we're most grateful for, like what you mentioned throughout the year and stuff. And the history of it is just something completely different. Like, they're grateful to have a place to worship God, but it took a lot of deaths in order to get there. And I think that that's why they're trying to cancel. But I'm curious, what are you most excited for, Aya?
I'm waiting for the awesome smell that comes with Thanksgiving. The food, personally, for me, kind of got over it a long time ago because when you like go over and over again, eat the same thing over, it just doesn't become appealing anymore.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm odd that way. But no, seriously, I feel like when you're young and you're always on a diet and then Thanksgiving comes around, you appreciate the food that's much more. But now that you're older and you honestly don't care what you put into your body and then you eat whatever the hell you want to, when when it comes, it's just like, more food that I gotta eat, So, yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Boo. Don't be the Debbie Downer on this day. No, I'm looking forward to having like turkey and potato salad, arroz con gandules, pernil, piña colada because I don't drink coquito. Oh my goodness, and gabeche de guineo. Or mollejas, people call it differently. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to just stuffing my face. Don't even get me started on desserts because
well, I mean,
flan?
you're restricted, you get what I'm saying? So of course you're like, okay, I can't wait for Thanksgiving, So
no, I've always looked forward to it, but it's because like the way we do it, there's particular foods that we only eat on Thanksgiving Day. You were saying like how it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna eat this again. Like we only cook turkey Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's it. We don't have turkey in the middle of March and things like that. So I love turkey, girl. You bugging.
I hate turkey. No, but I usually eat pernil, during Thanksgiving and Christmas, But because of COVID, they have this place over here called Lilo's, and they serve Puerto Rican pernil. So I've been eating that like
you're welcome.
Throughout the whole, throughout the whole freaking COVID situation, to the point where it's just like I don't even want pernil no more, like.
Oh, but that's why, because you overdid it.
Yeah,
even though
basically.
I can eat pernil whenever, to be honest with you. But I don't know. Like I don't know. Like arroz con gandules, I can eat that whenever. That don't even faze me. Potato salad, right. I can eat it, but for me, that's more like a festive food. That's a personal thing, not a Puerto Rican thing. It's a festive food. Like if I'm going to a party, I'm expecting to have, gabeche de guineo there and things like that. So it's not an everyday thing on my end. So I don't get tired for it. I actually get excited for it. The only thing is, the way that I'm eating is different. So I think it's going to be more me smelling it than me eating it. I'm going to have like 10 dinners that's going to equal out to like one.
Right. I don't know how I'm going to be celebrating Thanksgiving this year. Usually I run off to go see my mom, and my dad, of course, my parents. But because of my work, it's so hard to find a day where we can all just sit around the table and just give thanks and blessings, that we received throughout this year.
Okay.
I honestly hope that this year is very different. I doubt it, but I'm hoping.
Debbie Downer.
And again, I just want to chill out with my family and see each other, eat good food, and that's about it. How are you gonna spend it?
I don't know where or with whom we're gonna be celebrating with it in particular. It's mainly for the past couple of years been my immediate family, but normally we go visit my mother-in-law, or if not, sometimes we stay here and they come out this way. But this year, I have no clue whatsoever. I think my in-laws are going to come over and visit us this time around, but either way, I'm just hoping that this is just filled with love, joy, and so much peace as I can get, because it's been chaotic. And with COVID and everything like that, I just came out with the realization that I haven't seen my mother-in-law in 3 years, except for like 3 weeks ago. And
COVID
it was like
messed up everything.
Yeah,
but we'll talk about that in a different episode.
Yeah, but, we definitely are. But like it just stole 3 years of our lives, and it's just like I'm excited. And last year, my whole house, aside from my daughter, we all had COVID for Thanksgiving. So I'm cooking it, I'm doing all this stuff, and my daughter's like, oh my God, I taste texture. Like what? But what dishes are you most looking forward to? Like, do you cook the dishes, or you just going to go to someone's house and eat? And if so, like,
I normally just go to my mom's house and eat. I don't really, when I do cook it, like, since it was, since I haven't been really to a Thanksgiving dinner, even before COVID, I haven't been able to go to Thanksgiving because I'm always working, like I stated.
Oh gosh.
But the most I look forward to for food wise would have to be the peach pie and ice cream. Like, I love that for my dessert. Like, I just love it. I don't know why. I
You
don't
lost
indulge
me.
in that throughout the years.
You lost me
No,
with
I
the
don't. I
peach.
just
You lost me with the
don't-
peach pie, but you got me back with the ice cream. You brought me back.
Yeah, like, I don't eat. I don't eat ice cream like that. I don't indulge. Let me rephrase that. I don't indulge in ice cream like that. I'm very restricted when it comes to ice cream. It's very rare for me to eat it. So when I eat it, I do like to indulge in it. So yeah, that's basically the food that I would rather have on a rare occasion.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm very, and also my mom had the surgery, so I'm very curious to know as to what she's gonna be making this Thanksgiving. My mom had gotten a surgery, so at one point she can't really taste anything. So I'm very curious as to what she's gonna cook for Thanksgiving. Because it usually is a big meal, and you know how Hispanics do it. So I wanna know exactly what she's gonna people to,
You're basically just
table,
curious to see what's gonna be there.
Yeah, just basically, because it's gonna be interesting to me. Like,
now with me, I don't know what I'm looking forward to food wise, because I don't know how my body's gonna be able to tolerate anything since there's been a lot of changes that's been going on, and especially since the beginning of the pandemic, like, holidays really just haven't been feeling the same for me. I feel like I find myself pushing it to feel like you're supposed to feel for a holiday. So for me, I'm just really looking forward to just seeing people than it is to actually having food, if that makes sense. Like, normally it's like, oh, Thanksgiving, we're gonna eat. Instead of now, I'm just like, oh my God, people, come, let me hug you. And it's like,
well, I saw my mom.
bonus.
I saw my mom and my dad. Yeah, I saw my mom and my dad during the pandemic. So, like, I can't really, like, understand it, but I can understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like I've been put away in a box and watching people walk by. Like, literally, I look out my window and I'm just like looking at people being humans, and I'm just like, okay, like, we can do this, but since the whole COVID, I'm not one of those paranoid people, but I do just stay home. Like, if I don't have to go outside, I'm not going. If I don't have to catch COVID, I ain't doing it. So
right. Yep,
if it's appointments, meetings, all that stuff, I'm heading out. So I'm excited for that, where it's just like, come, sit down, sit your butt on my couch.
Welcome.
Right?
The air smells nice in here. Oh my gosh. Okay, loves, I have some questions for you. What is your favorite food on Gobble Gobble Day? Did you visit your family? How excited are you to eat food?
Well, I'm excited. Yeah,
I'm super excited. I'm excited to a certain extent.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let us know down in the comment section or send us an email. We have our link in the description box below. We would love to hear your responses. Well, that's all for tonight. Thank you for tuning into Chitty Chat Chit Chat podcast. I hope not only on this particular day, but every day for the rest of this year, our listeners will be surrounded by love. May they feel joy and find peace even in the midst of the chaos. Happy Gobble Gobble Day.
Bye.